boys and girls. This is the old PoopADoop with today's lesson. And I thought I would just focus on the technique of the movie that you're looking at right now. This is something that my software is able to do. It's Logitech, and it's called QuickCam, registered name. And it is something that I find extremely cool. It's a painless way to get a rotoscoped appearance. Look up rotoscope in Wikipedia if you need to know a bit more about that process in general and its history. But if you've seen Richard Linklater's movies, A Waking Life and A Scanner Darkly, both excellent movies, well worth looking at, they will give you something of the same look that you're seeing now. And so that's something I wanted to throw in, just so that you would have some idea of where this look comes from. And I personally like it, and I will probably use it for most of my communications. Let's see, what was today's lesson? I think it was money. Money is really strange stuff. I mean, economists will tell you that it's just a medium of exchange. It's a lot more than that. It's something that actually, in a viral kind of way, has taken on a life of its own. There are people who live and breathe and die for money. People's lives are completely twisted, often, out of their normal course because of money. And, of course, it can be a trap, which we all know. You have to be very careful about money. It's sort of like a domestic disease, which we find useful. But it has its own purposes, in effect. For me to try to explain why that's the case in this short video, I don't think I could do that. Because I would have to discuss the central nervous system, inputs and outputs, and the inner world of imagination, and the outer world of reality and survival, and all kinds of complex stuff that you're probably not in the mood for. But do remember that just as people like to get as much money as they can, and just as money likes to go where it's welcomed and to abandon anyone who doesn't treat it well, there's also another medium that isn't really discussed much. It's the medium of the human mind. And besides the desire for money and the focus on money that people have, and particularly noticeable in powerful people, there are people who want to trade in your mind. If they can control your mind, then they can, well, have power, just like they can if they have money. So be careful with whom you consort as far as exchanging permissions over your mind. Many people who will get control of your mind, religions, for example, or businesses, or governments, then can go on the open exchange and trade the power that they have over your mind. So I don't want to go into exhausting detail about all this, because you would go, oh, poo. I went to school. I've had enough of that sort of thing. So I'll just let that thought lie there, possibly drifting around inside your head, and just leave you with the thought that when someone offers to give you some benefit in exchange for a dominance over your mind, be careful about that. Be very careful. And that's all for the moment from the old PoopADoop.